sick or whatever. What is up, guys? Another podcast here from the Junkyard. We got Jonathan, E-Man, and Nick on the scene again. As you can realize this time, it's not windy. We're in a different setting. We got ducks behind us, so you might see a little bit of a quacking.
Annoying
ass ducks in the background. But other than that, we're gonna start speaking on our topics. And the first topic we want to touch on today is something a little cheery: depression and suicide.
Oh, it's so cheery.
Sorry, no. I'm sorry. It's not cheery. Very serious. Depression and suicide. One of the things I want to get is your thoughts on it, basically. Now, everybody has their ways of coping with things. This might seem like a last resort to some people. What is your opinion on this heavy topic of people kind of taking their lives just to leave it off? What is your opinion on depression and suicide?
Well, to start off, honestly, I feel like, suicide is never the answer. Obviously, like, super cliche, but I feel like it's the truth because, from our standpoint and Jonathan's standpoint, like, not truth, I'm sorry. That's not the way to go. Like, that's not the outlet that you should choose if you want to leave Earth. Like, it's not up to you. It's based on us. It's based off of God, off of our religion, Christianity, that only God and only God himself can take your life. Yeah. If you take your own life, based on our following, you will go to hell. So that's just our take, and I know there's people who, don't believe in God and all this, but I still feel like even if I was born in a place where, like, I wasn't raised through, like, God, I still feel that there's still more to life. And one thing that I've learned through life is that, everything's temporary. Everything is temporary. Now, some things do reoccur, but you have to think to yourself, I've already been in this situation and I've already beaten it once before, and you can beat it, again. And if it comes again, then so be it. My grandma, she's had cancer, thank God. I know that, not thank God that she had cancer. Sorry. Thank God that she got cured and she doesn't have cancer anymore.
Right.
But I know for sure that if cancer ever reoccurs, I know for facts, like, she'll always keep her head up, and I know she'll push through.
I have been in, like, kind of heart-wrenching situations as well, and I go to my faith when I feel down, sad. Now, I've never gotten to the point of feeling suicidal at all, but I have been in points where my family has been, like, critically injured. Like, I've been through a lot of kind of ups and downs with my family when it comes to, like, health issues. Like, my grandpa, the doctors told him he'll never walk again. I always turn to praying to kind of get me through it, and it always does. I always try to pray for strength in his legs. I always try to, like, pray for strength in any of my family members whenever they're going through something. Like, my grandpa, when they told him, look, you're never gonna walk again, he tried with every muscle and being to walk again. This man is still walking till this day, and I was just amazed. I was just amazed that even happened. Right. My grandma, they told her she'll never see from her left eye again. She'll go blind in her left eye. Dude, I prayed. I got on my knees. I was crying because this was the person that basically raised me. This is the person that, like, gave me, like, empathy for people. Whenever a situation was to rise, she basically uses her main weapon, la faja. So when la faja came out, bro, I know that what I was doing was wrong, and she told me wrong from right, and I thank God for that lady every day. So when I heard that, bro, like, it really got me. It really got me, and I was just heartbroken by the whole thing. But I never hit that depression rock bottom. I never thought of anything else like that. What I thought of was just faith, like how Emmanuel basically, goes back to faith. It was God that always did it. And like, I always tell myself, like, why is this worth being down? You know what I'm saying? Like, I live every second where my heart could either stop beating or beating. There's that 50-50 for every second. So are you gonna spend that second sad? Are you gonna spend that second mad? Or are you gonna spend that second worried?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, sometimes, like, you guys look at me and you're like, why are you so chill? Like, it's not that I'm chill. It's just that, like, I just try to remember, like, why be angry?
Yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying?
But, like, to me, like, it's just crazy how, I mean, thank God it's never happened to me, but that's crazy how people come to a point where they start thinking about killing themselves. That is insane. Like, how bad can a situation be for you to come to that decision? Or, like, closely linked to suicide is depression. So what are your takes on depression?
You wanna go first or me?
You can go first.
Yeah.
Well, for me, like, my take on depression, personally, like, what I've been through, I feel like it makes me, you know what I'm saying? Like, one of the things that you can kind of take from depression, a bad situation, is that you successfully got out of it to begin with. And whenever it happens to you again, just use the same exact steps that got you out of there. You know what I'm saying? If it was family members that got you out of a bad relationship, go to family members. If it was friends that got you out of a bad addiction, go to your friends again. If it was church, any kind of religious figure, by all means. If that's what helped you through tough times, I feel like that guides you. The things that empowered you through it were basically the things that'll get you out of it again, by all means. Now, for me, like, my own experience with it, depression would be, I feel like if it was somewhere around, kind of in middle school, maybe middle school, high school, transitioning onto high school.
Was it because weight?
It was probably weight, yeah. It was mainly, the main factor was weight. You really got it on the nose there, yeah. But it was weight. Like, it wasn't that anybody was making fun of me. It wasn't that anybody was calling me fat. I honestly didn't really care much.
You just felt insecure.
It wasn't even that. No. It wasn't even that I cared about anybody's opinion.
Right.
Was it your health?
It was my health. That was all it was. It was my health. When the doctor told me over and over again, hey, you're overweight, and they'd always do it with a grin. They'd always tell me, you're overweight, you're overweight, you're overweight. Like if they were mocking me. And, I really felt that. I always felt that in my chest. I always saw my mom's face, and I always saw the guilty look on her face. And I was like, dude, like, this is mainly my fault. Like, she's not the one that basically shoves the food down my mouth.
The same thing with me. Like, sorry to interrupt you, but
It's okay.
because I was also classified as overweight. I'm still classified as overweight. When I was in sophomore year, I think it was my sophomore year. The reason I took the initiative to lose weight, one of the main reasons, besides something else I'm not gonna mention, is because when I was at the doctor's, she told me, oh yeah, so like you're overweight, this and this and that. And my mom goes, bro, like you could tell like she felt like sad, not even like disappointed, but like sad in herself. And I told her, and even the doctor was kind of a douchebag for this, but she's like, oh, like this is not just your fault, like this is your son's fault as well. Like he's already at a place
like that.
where...
That's exactly what I got. I'm sorry to interrupt.
Yeah,
you.
no, you're cool.
But that's exactly kind of my experience. Like the doctor made her feel guilty, made me feel guilty. So I said, you know what? Like I don't want my mom to feel guilty about this. I don't want to feel guilty about this. What I saw in myself was that if I don't do anything to change this right now, if I don't do anything to strive to be healthier, I'm never gonna see anybody that I love again. I'm eventually gonna be overweight. My heart's gonna stop. I always thought that. I'd always think the worst in things, and I feel like that was the only advantage. Like once I thought to myself, like if you keep going where you're going, like the only thing you'll see is just
It's inevitable. Like
yeah, exactly. Like
will be inevitable.
exactly. So at the time I weighed like about 230. That was my limit. 230.
You weighed 230?
Maybe 230. Maybe like about 250. It was kind of like wishy-washy, but I remember that I was that fat. And so like the doctor's like, listen, like if you continue to gain pounds like how you're gaining, we have you on a chart. You go 15 pounds every year. 15 pounds every year, bro. Like I was thinking to myself, like, bro, at some point I'll reach 300 and that's it. Like I'm just, my heart's gonna stop one day. You know what I'm saying? And
Yo, and very quick, like if it wasn't for Nick losing weight right now, the Junkyard wouldn't exist. Like
I wanna be here.
thank
I
God,
wanna be
like
here.
he's healthy, but if you would have kept like going the same path, then I feel like Nick, you would have been gone.
Yeah, basically.
Like,
Yeah, you would.
Diabetes would have hit, heart attacks,
Yeah.
fatty
And
liver.
I have a heart problem too. So
You had high cholesterol?
no, I have a heart problem.
No, but
Like,
I'm saying you have like.
oh no.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, like the doctor was like, look, you gotta lose your weight, and that was the final straw for me. I started working out, started getting health tips from people. I started going on a diet, and when I finally lost all that weight, there was all those comments of people saying, yo, you lost weight, yo, this and this and that. As much as it was uplifting and very like encouraging, I thought to myself, like, I didn't do this for the people. I did it for myself. I don't want to sound selfish. Myself, my health, of course, and the ones that I love. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wouldn't be able to hug my mom or my grandma or tell my grandpa how much I love like the songs that he puts me on and stuff like that, or my sister, any of you guys, honestly. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes, like, whenever I see that scale now, I still thank God that I'm at least this weight. You know what I'm saying? Like, I still get to clap Jonathan up. I still get to clap E-Man up. I still get to mess around with the person that's currently recording. But, it just puts things into perspective. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like where I was before. And I just feel like I just feel like that moment of depression was like, it's gone. You know what I'm saying? Because of what I did to change it.
Honestly, like, I thank God that I never had to experience depression.
Yeah, I'm sorry, bro. I'm sad. Like,
Really?
yeah.
Man.
Okay, bro, it's alright.
Nah, you
Like,
should.
I thank God, like, there's been times where, I was at my lowest, but somehow I was blessed with a really, really strong mentality.
Yeah.
I don't know where it came from. I just know how to turn it into, like, anything positive. Okay, well, thank God that I haven't gone through a downfall like that, where I become, like, really depressed, because, like, as you know, that I have a very, very strong character. So don't get me wrong, there's times where, it does suck.
Yeah,
It's
stuff gets to us for
right,
like a second.
right, but, like, I bounce back, like,
Yeah, man.
I bounce back really fast.
That's one of the things that I see on
Yeah.
you that I'm like, dude, like, I cannot do that for the life.
I don't know, man. I don't know where that came from.
It takes time for me to mentally recharge.
Yeah,
man.
I just have a strong character, bro. I don't know.
Yeah.
But it sucks how not everybody's like that.
Yeah.
So people, they hold it in. They
They have different ways of expressing it.
right.
Yeah.
So, they become very self-consumed and on depression,
Yeah,
and they
yeah.
don't talk about it. So it often leads to suicide.
Yeah.
So I think it's very important that people start to, seek help. If you have to see a therapist, I mean, yeah, it's better to see a therapist because they have a license and stuff like that.
Or you can talk to somebody that's
Right,
close to you.
right. But friends and family, sometimes that's the better way, because it's genuine conversation,
Yeah.
and it's good to open up too.
Yeah. One of the things I like the most is that, like, I can tell my mom what I'm going through. What my parents.
Nah, I don't know why I can't.
No, I can not because I'm afraid of, like, judgment or, like, it's basically because I see that they're older than me and they're wiser than me. Like, trust me, I know that if you now this is for everybody. This is different for everybody. It's who you want to take, I guess, suggestions and tips from. We've had this discussion a long time ago. Now, for me, it was the topic of, taking tips from who it is. For me, if it comes to anything that makes me sad, I will tell it to my parents. I'll say, look, this and this and this makes me sad. What is your opinion on it? For all I know, they could have gone through the exact same thing.
Honestly, like, every battle that I've gone through, like I said, I've gone through battles, but I've never gone to a point where I felt depressed, because I have a strong mentality.
Yeah.
My character is extremely strong. Like, I don't know. That it's just, I think it's very insane how people end up
Kind of resorting to that.
resorting to that. That's
Yeah.
I think that's crazy. I think it's insane.
Okay, so my take on this, you and me, we had a conversation about this
Right.
earlier. So basically, to sum up the conversation that we had, and I agree with Jonathan, obviously, because I stated it myself. I stated that you shouldn't commit suicide because, I feel like there's still more to life, there's more to see, and the challenges that you go through, I feel like you can overcome. I feel like the human mind is capable of overcoming anything. Like,
Right.
the mind is the most complex machinery known to man.
It's
And
all in the brain.
It's
all in your
it's
head.
all in the mind.
It's all in the mind.
But
100%.
to take on that, like, if you suffer through depression, like, I obviously I'm not a psychologist, so I can't self-diagnose myself
Yeah.
and say
Yeah,
you
of
have
course.
depression.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure that that's exactly what I had around my, I guess you can call it my high school career, leading on till now, actually. Like, right now I don't have depression, obviously, or
Right.
else, because people who have depression, they don't have motivation to do anything.
Yeah.
But I do find the love in doing this, and this is something that I take seriously, like 100%. Like, this is something that all of us take seriously.
Yeah,
That's
like-
why we're here, like, we're grinding. So basically, when I was, like, depressed, or at least that's what I was, what I do is go in a downward spiral. So basically, if I saw myself depressed, I think of all the reasons why I was depressed, and in that, I would be depressed about thinking about being depressed, right? It's the same thing as like
consumed. You just go in a circle.
it's in a circle.
Yeah.
I read a book on it. I forgot what it was called, but basically it works in a circle. Like you're depressed, and then you think about why you're depressed, which makes you depressed about that. You get me? And then the depression continues going down.
Yeah.
Another thing I used to do was I would compare myself to other people. And one thing I realized is, you know, like, don't compare yourself to anybody but yourself. Because at the end of the day, like, it's your life to live. It's your story to tell. Nobody else's. And one thing I can say is I look up to both of you guys. Like, you guys are honestly, like, my inspiration for facts.
Respect.
Because Jonathan, like...
I could have swung it.
So, when it comes to Jonathan, I know he told me, and, like, I don't know how you feel about me sharing this, but what I'm going to say is, I know that you told me that you've been sad previously.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, of
there's
course.
times where you're sad.
Yeah, I
and
said
when you're with us, one thing that I can say is you don't keep that same energy around us.
Yeah.
Yeah, because remember,
I-
whatever stays home
Stays home. Which
Get
is
me?
something that I had a lot of trouble with, still currently struggle. Whenever I'm sad, I bring it into the friends, and like that's a very unhealthy trait to have. You know, like if you're sad, like bro, leave it. You're with your boys, like
Yeah, when you're with the boys, bro, it's time
you're
to
with
chill.
people that you
But
love. You get
also,
me?
even besides that, like when you come sad to me or Jonathan or you know both of us,
Of course.
like one of the things I actually take satisfaction in is trying to give you suggestions.
Yeah.
It's to like you know try to make things better. You know what I'm saying? And of course,
Yeah.
I don't really have that wise mentality to kind of tell you, hey, do this, do that. You know, things are always also like easier said than done. I understand, but you know, at the same time, like when you're with us, when you're with your boys, you know, positivity resonates from us. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. So now another thing that helped me get through my quote unquote depression was I'm gonna have to give it to Nick, because Nick, you know, Nick has, you know what he has, and dealing with what he has, like it honestly blows my mind. Like I'm completely
He
in
can die
shock.
at any moment.
The
We run a
fact-
lot. This guy has a heart problem.
The
This guy
fact
can pass
that
out
this man
at any second.
can
any
die.
second.
Like how are you? It's literally impossible to not be depressed. Like
Yeah.
knowing that you
At
can,
any second, you can.
you
just,
can die.
Yeah.
If that was me, that's like, bro, like I would think to myself, why God, like out of everybody, why do I have to have this condition?
It's all
So-
about mentality, bro.
So if you really think about it to a very like minuscule level, the fact that I'm sad about certain things that I can actually get over with, like, you know, with the right like guidance, like proper meditation, proper eating, I'm pretty sure that also has to do with my diet.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
your diet have a lot to do with your health. You not working out has a lot to do with your health. My social group, I feel like sometimes you need to open up more. I feel like maybe that's something that we talk about it, but I feel like
It's not
I
like.
feel like we should come from a state of like, dude, just let like our friends, like let you as well.
Everybody be themselves.
Not even that, more like talk, and I cannot say a single word. Like you can take as long as you possibly need.
Yeah, just let everything out.
Just open
Right.
your mind and like let us like
Talk.
It's gonna sound weird, but go deep into how you're thinking. You get me? Like share the same paradigm.
Share
like
ideas.
exactly. Not interrupt and be like, oh,
But this,
I
this
feel
and
like you
that.
should be doing this.
Yeah.
Oh, because this has worked for me. Like, how about first? I feel like we should state whatever we feel about something, and bro, even if it takes 20 minutes, and it takes you, and you say one line for every 5 minutes, it doesn't matter because it's gonna come from the heart. You
Yeah,
get me?
like one thing going back to the hard thing about you know depression and all that stuff. For me, I'm the kind of guy that kind of likes to see perspective. So sometimes I think to myself, I have this heart problem. You know, woe is me. You know what I'm saying? Like I should be crying in a corner, bro. Like I might die any second. But at the same time, I'm like, there's people in this life and
And
this
way
world.
worse than you, bro.
Yeah, there's
And
people,
even then, that's still,
Dude,
that's
blind
how you can
people.
tell
Yeah.
that.
Like, dude,
That
you
Nick-
can't see.
That's how you can tell that Nick has a strong mind.
Yeah.
Like the fact that with you having a condition where you could die from, still feel like somebody has it worse than you, and you have it pretty bad. Like I'm gonna keep it at 100. Like I pray to God that you live a life, like a long life, but
For real.
you have it way worse than what I have.
Yeah.
And maybe like to somebody else, I might have it way worse than they have.
Yeah, of course.
But at the end of the day, bro, like
And that's what actually like carried like me out through everything. Like everybody
But
has a way worse
This is
than
one
I
of
do.
the things that I like about, as I said before, one of the things that I like about problems. Like,
Wait, like what problems?
What I like about problems. I know it sounds crazy.
No,
This is one of the things that I like. I like how there's always a positive to take from it. If if I die, through my religion, Christianity, I go to God. That's one of the reasons why you never see me sad.
Because you find probably security already through God. You know that if I die today, well,
exactly. And one of the things that I don't like holding grudges against people. I feel like I don't have any enemies. If I have enemies that see me in a different way, God bless them. I hope that they have a change of heart. But that's one of the things that I've slowly learned with this heart condition. It's matured me a little bit. With the threat of it every day. I don't know if I'm guaranteed tomorrow, but
nobody's guaranteed.
Dude, there's a kid who died in his sleep because of the heart problem you have.
Yeah.
Right, so it's like cardiotherapy, myopathy, or something like that.
Yeah. Hypertrophy, cardiomyopathy.
Yeah, something like that. But dude, this guy it was a sudden death with the same condition you have.
I think he died of cardiac arrest.
It was cardiac arrest because it just stopped. It was just sudden.
All right, so the next topic I wanted to talk about on the podcast real quick is best and most embarrassing memories.
Oh my
God. Wait, hold up. let me just elaborate here. Best and most embarrassing memories in all fronts. Maybe in the house, maybe in school, maybe in public, I don't know where.
Dude, I remember when I peed myself, literally, in the second grade, bro.
In the second grade?
Yes, dude.
Okay, wait.
Bro, my teacher didn't want to let me use the bathroom. I told her, I have to go. She didn't let me go.
Should I put it on YouTube what I was gonna tell you in the trail?
Yes.
By all means. Okay.
Yes.
By all means.
So
you can tell it's gonna be good when they resist, bro.
Okay, so I don't want to say it, man, because I know I'm gonna get people are gonna talk about it. They're gonna make fun of me.
It's okay, dude.
But it is what it is.
It is what it is, man.
So when I was in middle school, 7th grade.
No names, remember?
Of course, I'm gonna use Juanito, Juanita. I was with Juanito, which is ironic because he's from. Let's just say he's not from the United States. So his name isn't that. It's not Juanito. It's not even close. He was with me at the time, and I go, bro, oh, I'm sorry. Let me backtrack. So there was a girl. We'll call her Maria. Maria was the girl that I found a lot of interest in. I wanted this girl to be my girlfriend. I had a crush on her. I told all my friends about her. They bullied me about it. They're like, bro, go talk to her. Go do this. Go do that. And I go, I'm scared, man. I'm scared. I was in 7th grade.
Didn't have that courage.
And there was no way of me talking to her if it wasn't what we call cold approach, right? So approaching a girl that you've never spoken to in your life.
It's a little hard.
So imagine a 7th
All
grade
the butterflies, dude.
Yeah,
a 7th grade kid
man.
that had no experience with women at all. Elementary, but that doesn't count. So what was it? I'm sorry, I lost my train of thought.
No, that you were basically trying to go talk to this girl, Maria.
So I was gonna go talk to Maria, but before I spoke to Maria, I had hit her up on Facebook, saying, "Oh, we go to the same school." Something I forgot what I said. It was dude, so many years ago.
But just to timestamp how long ago this was, he just said Facebook.
Facebook. Who uses Facebook, my guy?
But
I mean,
yeah,
Your granddaddy probably uses Facebook.
but yeah, that whole experience, how to
Yeah.
go with
So
whatever.
what did I do? I hit her up and I was like, "Oh, I think you're really cute." She's like,
Hey, ma.
hey, Maria, what's good?
What's good?
Maria said, I forgot what she said, but she's basically like we were talking and I was like, "Oh, what's your favorite song, Maria?" If you guys like Baby Bash, there's a song called Sugar Sugar. I think it's called Sugar Sugar. It's like Sugar Sugar, how you get so fly?
Oh, do you know that song?
Yeah. So it's with the bald guy and Baby Bash. When I tell you, bro, I played that song on the way to school, when I did homework, before I went to sleep. Bro, I learned it just so I could sing it to her, dedicate it to her. And I'm a little middle schooler. So I was so obsessed, and no, I'm not that character from You. I'm not this creepy stalker guy.
It's just that 7th grade.
It's just, I just had such, I wouldn't even say in love because that's weird. I just, liked her. I genuinely liked her. I wanted her to be my girlfriend. So, it's also embarrassing. My old friends, they know I did this. So my password, you know how the password's let's say the first number is 1, right?
Yeah.
And 1, the first 3 letters are A, B, C. D, E, F for number 2. 3 is whatever letters come after that. I'm having a brain fart. So my password was the 4 letters of her name.
You sure you ain't correlating with you, dog?
I swear I'm not like the character you.
What's his name?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I forgot his name. So whatever. So this one time I said, bro, like I'm sick and tired of just texting her. Like I think I've always been that type of person where I can't just keep talking about something and then not do it.
Right.
You get me?
You want to pull the trigger on it.
So I said, bro, I go, how much you want to bet to Juanito? I said, Juanito. Oh, this is like, I think second lunch or something. And we were outside and I saw her. She was by herself. I said, bro, I was about to say the N-word. Bro, it's now or never. I go, Juanito, $1 says I go talk to her right now. And he goes, bro, you won't. You don't have the balls for that. I go, what? You try me like that? Give me that $1. He goes, I'll give it to you $1 after you go do it. I go, all right, Maria, I'm gonna split my game. I go, little did I know that I would freeze in front of her.
Oh.
So what did I say? I saw her and I go,
I like your shoes.
I go,
I like your hair.
I said, hey, are you Maria from Facebook?
Oh, I'm dead.
She said, I said it in a low voice, and she said, what? And I go, oh, I'm Emmanuel. I'm the one you spoke to like 2 days ago. She goes, oh. I was so insecure for those seconds that she was thinking. She goes, it took her like 2.5 seconds. She goes, oh my God, you're him? I didn't see a face of disappointment, but I felt very awkward.
Oh,
and I go, yeah, I'm that guy. I froze for like 2 seconds. And Kevin, we'll call him Kevin. Sorry, Kevin, he's my dog. But
yeah, I know.
So we use Kevin. Kevin comes in, and Kevin's like, yo, who's this? And Kevin was like, and I'm just like, I'm like, oh, my name's Emmanuel. And he goes, oh, okay. And he looks at me weird, and then he puts his, like, he turns his shoulder, like blocking Maria. Bro, when I tell you I was such a beta guy in middle school, after he turned his shoulder, I just stood there, the bell rang, and I left. And I lost my chance with her.
You have regrets?
Do I have regrets? Yes. My biggest regret is that I didn't talk to her again. Because I was so scared of confronting her again and like telling her how I felt. I saw her...
Maria, I love you.
So I saw Maria I was behind Maria, like, I think a month after. I was behind Maria in line, and she turned around. She smiled, and she faced forward.
That's probably your chance.
I was so scared. Like, I was genuinely scared of talking to girls back in middle school. Like, I had an actual fear. So Maria just kept passing by, and I feel like, you know how they say, like, oh, girls, like, mature faster than guys? Like, in her mind, she's probably like, bro, like, what a chicken. Like, I'm right in front of you. You have your chance, like, and you didn't take it. I'm in the Grad Venture bus, and I see Maria in the back. And I look at her and I go, oh my God, no way Maria's here, bro. And then after that, like, bro, I would look at her and I was like, wow, you're so beautiful. Like, but regardless, I was like, that's it. Like, that's the one that got away.
That was what got you. That was what impressed you.
So after that, I'm not saying I made an oath, but like, I think my fear of talking to girls went down because I'm like, if I've gone through this, it can't get any worse than like being embarrassed like this.
The highest risk is a no.
What about yours?
For me, the most embarrassing moment I ever had, I think it's common that it's in school because where they're like,
should we talk about that?
No, something else. No. That will leave for another day. But no, that was good. But whatever. So my most embarrassing moment was oh man, sorry. The most embarrassing moment for me was, I think, around 3rd grade elementary. It was actually Valentine's Day. Valentine's Day coming up.
Oh my God!
I remember.
Hold on, wait.
God.
Look. It was Valentine's Day for me. Now, this was a girl that I really, really, really liked. I was like, dude, oh my God, she's so beautiful. This and that. I'm a little kid stressing over everything, right? And I was like, man, she's so pretty. This and that. I hope she never finds out though.
Oh my God, I think I know who it is.
I was so scared. Now look, I'm not gonna name any names. Remember, no names. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, I knew it.
Look, I'm not gonna name any names. I'm gonna call her. Let me see. I'm gonna call her Sandy. So Sandy
Cheeks.
Sandy Cheeks. So look, Sandy Cheeks. Let's just say that. I had I was like, man, like
Sandy,
I can't let her know. I was like, I can't let her know that I like her, because we're also kind of friends too. So I was like, man, like, how do I approach this? So Valentine's Day was coming up, and I was like, I know what I'll do. Secret admirer, right? So I was like, Mom, can we go to the store real quick? And she goes, all right, Nick, sure. Go to the store. You know, I get a car that I like, get some chocolates, and I finally get back home, and I told her, look, Mom, I spent a lot of time with the girl in class. She knows my handwriting. Now, can you do me a favor? Can you handwrite this down instead of me? She goes, Nick, here's the thing about
Sandy, I love
she
you
goes,
the most.
no, she's like, Nick, here's the thing about love. Sometimes it has to come deep from the heart. Well, sometimes it has to be from your own written words. I'm like, Mom, she knows my handwriting. She's gonna know who it is. You might want to do it yourself, Mom. And she goes, Nick, you do it. And there's a part of me till this day thinking she was just lazy. She just didn't want to write it down. She was just lazy. So I was like, all right, fine. You know what? I'll write it down. Maybe she might not know. Cards were getting spread around. I told somebody to give that card to her. Somebody that I could actually trust. They didn't rat me out. Thank God. They gave the card. I'm waiting for the bus that afternoon, and I'm with my friend. Now, I had a friend that wasn't very reliable at that time.
Oh, I think
His name was Mark. I'll call him Mark. Now, Mark, yeah. So,
do it, bro.
now wait, hold up.
Freaking Mark, yo.
You know
Dang
Mark.
Mark, if you're watching this, screw
On
you.
sight. You know.
Sorry
you
to
know
all
me
the
too well.
Marks.
But look, so I was there in the afternoon waiting for the bus, bro. The girl comes up to me, the one that I liked. I was like, it was Valentine's Day. So then she comes up to me. She goes, excuse me, Nicholas, did you write this letter? I was like, I was playing stupid. I was like, letter? What letter? What are you talking about? Like, no.
This thing is stupid as hell.
I was like, let me read that, man. I read it. No, bro, it's not
No?
me. And then she kept looking at me with like a deep stare. Oh my god, she got me. I'll figure it out, bro. Screwed. So she goes, pretty sure this is your handwriting. I was like, I don't write like that. It's horrible handwriting. Tell me. So my friend looks at me and he goes, isn't that the card you gave her? And I was like, yes, shut up. Don't say anything. Oh, he goes, isn't that the card that you gave her? And I was like, yes, shut up. Don't say anything. My very near and dear friend hits her with, yeah, that's the card that he wrote you. Straight up, that's the card that he wrote down. And he also gave you those chocolates too. Yeah, that's all him. So then she said, do you like me? Dude, for me, this was the pinnacle of the embarrassment. I didn't say yes or no. I just ran away. I ran away, and that was like the biggest downfall I ever had in school. I was like, I should have at least said no or yes, and that's it. At least an option. No, I ran away. And I was like, bro, the next time I write a Valentine's Day letter, I'm asking my mom, I'm asking you, I'm asking anybody to write that shit down. That's it. But yeah, dude, like that was honestly embarrassing, and like till this day, like whenever I think of Sandy and that letter, bro, it makes me cringe. That's all it is.
Bro.
It's crazy how like things like this carry on for years and years.
But I think it's just funny at the end
I
of the day,
think-
really.
But it's kind of funny. Like these are things I'm most likely gonna remember for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
Now, when I retell the story, it's probably gonna get worse.
Yeah,
Oh
than,
yeah,
like,
for sure.
Well, bro, like, I don't know if I should talk about the Valentine's stories of mine.
Maybe
But whatever.
we
Like,
can
I'll
get
talk to you
that
about
another
middle
day
school.
if you
What
want.
happened to me in 6th grade.
Yeah.
When I went to Glades Middle. I didn't know you guys. Well, I did, but whatever. Dude, there was this cute ass girl that I used to like in middle school. And bro, we were in line. And I was like, you know, it was with my friends, and you're like, yo, I was like, yo, that girl's pretty cute. Like, oh, you like her? Bro, I kid you not. In the middle, when she was walking away, boys were like, hey, this kid likes you. Bro, they started bro, dude, it was crazy, bro. I didn't know where to go. I was trying to hide.
Wow.
Bro, I kid you not, dude. Like, I was so nervous, bro. I was pissing my pants, dude.
Facts.
Facts,
Oh my
bro.
goodness.
I was nervous, bro.
Bro.
But honestly, it turned out a good moment too.
Yeah.
Because turns out she thought I was cute too. So I was like, hey,
Ooh,
come my way,
thank
dude.
goodness you didn't piss your pants.
Huh?
All right, now look. Thank goodness you didn't piss your pants.
Yeah,
Now look.
but in 2nd grade, I actually like ended up pissing my pants.
For me, now
Yeah,
we're
for
gonna transition. Oh, really?
Yeah, I did, bro.
I think you told. Yeah, you just told. But look.
Yeah, I did.
Now look. Now we're gonna transition on to kind of like the same topic, except we're gonna go to a positive here.
Parenting?
No. We're gonna talk about
Your best moments. School.
My best moments.
Maybe your best moments in school, basically in life in general.
Ooh,
All right, can I start off?
dang. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so basically for my best moments, it would have to be besides pretty much every time that we hang out is probably one of my best moments so far. Like
Respect.
like that's my best moments. But besides from us two, I mean us three. I'm sorry. All right, Kevin, if you're watching this, you're my boy. So I just wanted to say that probably one of the best moments I had was. This is gonna sound like, oh my god, really?
Whatever.
But back in when I was a junior, back in like I think the summer, like transitioning into when I was a sophomore transitioning into junior year, I remember specifically this one day. I think we played about 10 hours, if I'm not mistaken, like 10, 11 hours. And that day, my mom and my dad, they went on a cruise. And I was telling him, I was like, yo, like we're about to be juniors, and then we're gonna be seniors, and then we're done. Like we were just, like my mind was just like, wow, like time is flying so fast. And I remember like us, like we were talking and like playing COD like non-stop, and we talk about life. And those were the days before, because I remember junior year, that's when I started getting a job. He started getting a job, like he was getting girlfriends, this and that, and like little by little, like we started like breaking apart. And he's still my boy, because we still talk, but you know, life gets in the way.
Of course.
But we had a conversation earlier, and like you could tell he was genuinely sad. He's like, I just wish that we could go back to the days where like times were so simple. Like,
My God.
you'd go home, you do your
Some
homework
Black Ops
later,
2.
maybe not do homework at all.
Play some Black Ops 2.
Play some Black Ops 2, bro. Play some zombies.
Big shotty.
Even the times where I would play with his brother and my sister, I remember those times when my sister's like, oh, because she would get mad because she wanted to play Xbox. And I said, and she's like, we'd make a compromise. And she said, look,
This screens.
you let me play Minecraft for 2 hours or an hour and a half, and I'll let you play the whole day. And I go, that's a terrible deal. Like, how about you get out of my face, you do whatever. Go over there, go play with dogs, go freaking watch whatever you like to watch. Stop bothering me. Like, the Xbox is mine. And he goes, you know what? He's like, bro, chill. Like, just do it. I'll put my brother on, we'll play Minecraft. Bro, when his brother, him would get on, it makes things like just so much easier. Like, it makes life feel like really good. Like,
I don't know exactly.
even if my life consisted of going to sleep, waking up, like not even eating, playing COD for like 4 or 5 hours before I ate, it's fine. Like, those were days that if I could do it again, I would. You get me? If I could do it again, I would.
Bro, honestly, my best memories, bro, it has to be with my brother, bro. Jordan, if you're watching this, I love you, bro.
Jordan,
Bro, like, dude, my childhood was lit, bro. I think my best memory with my brother has to be playing like Manhunt in everybody's backyard, bro. And on top of that, dude, like I remember like just like throwing a scooter at a kid's head. Like, you know the razor scooters, the metal ones? Bro, like some kid was chasing my brother and I literally like threw it at his head. And honestly, that was a good memory for me, bro. Bro, like that goes to show like the bond that me and my brother had, bro. And dude, honestly, dude, I'd do anything to go back to my childhood, bro. Because bro, I had so much fun, dude. Bro, I was just fighting with everybody. It was just me and my brother, dude. Like, and no one was gonna stop us, bro.
Yeah.
I think those were my best memories.
I
bro,
think
my
for me,
childhood.
like my best memories honestly have to be with once again family as well. Like family. I feel like when it comes to family, like it bridges onto friends. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
Like I consider
yeah.
you family, you
Yeah,
family.
of course.
But I feel like one of the things that really like guided me and gave me a lot of good memories was my grandpa. You know, he's still around, thank God. But you know, my grandpa, he kind of like teach me things here and there. Like I didn't have a father growing up, and you know, I don't really think it's a big deal, honestly. But my grandpa was one of those fatherly figures that kind of like guided me and stuff like that. And my best memories honestly have to be him like trying to teach me things. Like I was very spoiled growing up and stuff like that, and he'd still give me what I wanted. But he's like, listen, he goes, the only way we got this is through my work. And one day you have to learn that you have to work as hard as me to make people like you that are family members happy. So I was like, damn, like that's one of the reasons. Huh?
Yo, but honestly, one more thing. The best memories were the days that I believed in Santa Claus, bro. Those mornings, bro. dude, I come down the stairs.
I
see
don't think
hella
I ever.
presents.
I don't think I ever.
see hella
believed in
presents,
Santa.
bro.
I don't think I ever believed in Santa.
Really?
And I'm happy. And I'm happy too because like, I feel like a
Nah.
person that believes in Santa for a long time, just to be devastated when their parents when they find out that it was their parents the whole time.
Yes, bro.
That's traumatizing.
Bro,
like.
bro, Christmas was never the same after that, bro.
My guy,
Yeah.
I kind of linked 2 and 2 for that one, just to end this off. I linked 2 and 2 with Santa Claus. I was like, okay, my mom would tell me to not go to sleep at 12, and then wake up at 12:01.
It just don't add up,
No,
bro.
no, wait, and expect all the gifts to be there.
Oh, it doesn't work like that,
in
bro.
a nanosecond. No. For
No,
me,
no. You know how I found out? When I found out that my house didn't have a chimney, and I'm like, wait, how the heck did Santa Claus
you
get
know
in
how
my
I
house,
found out, bro?
bruh?
You know how I found out? I asked for an elf, and I never got one.
All right, guys.
Why?
I just want to say, if you guys have stayed here that long, thank you. We appreciate you guys.
For real.
This has been the second episode. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Episode 3 should be dropping. Well, this episode should be dropping on Friday, and then episode 3 should be dropping Monday. Monday? Yeah. Well, we'll figure it out. We're gonna let you guys know. We'll post it on our social media. So, thank you guys so much for watching. Peace.
Peace.